Welcome to Chris Ngumi online mathematics lesson. I am extremely glad to have you again on board. Today, we shall be looking at equation with fractions. Previously, we have looked at simple equations, equation with brackets. And one thing you should know is that equation with brackets, when it is solved, that's when the bracket is removed, leads you to simple equation. So likewise today we shall also be looking at how to solve equation with fractions. So equation with fraction will lead you to equation with brackets, and from there equation with bracket to equation to simple equation. Now, but before we continue, let's establish the vital things we have been saying before. This is a chart on the board. This chart here, this is an example that we're going to be solving equation with fraction. So this is a fraction, this is a fraction, and this is also a fraction. Now, this equals to is the boundary. We have established that this is on my left hand side, that is 2m minus 1 all over 3 minus 3 minus m all over 2 is on the left hand side. Then equals to m all over 4 is on the right hand side. And we've said that left hand side is equals to right hand side. Now, before you solve this, you need to know the LCM. 3, 2, 4. And LCM has two ways of knowing it. One, by using the lowest common multiple, which is the LCM, which the name is derived from. Another way is by product of prime factors. So if, assuming you want to find LCM of 2, 3, and 4, we are just arranging it in order as numbers are arranged. But here 3 come first, but here we are just saying 2 is the smallest, followed by 3, then followed by 4. So this is 2, 3, 4. So 2, multiple of 2, what does it mean? It means 2, 4, that means you're adding 2, 2. That's what we mean by multiple of 4. So when we have this number 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, like that continuously is the multiple of 2. Multiple of 3, you have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, like that. That's multiple of 3. Then 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. That's also multiple of 4. So which number is the lowest and is common among the multiples? So if you look at it, this 12 is the lowest and is common, is here and is here and is here. So 12 is the LCM. Why are we looking for the LCM? Because we want to clear this denominator, and you can only clear it by having a number that represents that can represent these 3, 2, and 4, which is the LCM. Another way is what we call product of prime factors, and you should be able to know prime numbers. So prime numbers are numbers that are divisible by 1 and itself. That means numbers that has 2 factors, that is 1 and itself. And these numbers are 2. Remember, 1 is not a prime number. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, like that. So these are prime numbers. So you want to find LCM using the product of prime factors. How do you go about it? So if these are the prime numbers, you arrange the numbers. You will know the numbers we want to find the LCM is 2, 3, and 4. So you start with these 2. You start with 2, you divide numbers with 2, numbers that are divisible by 2, numbers that cannot be divisible by 2, you repeat them. That's how it is. So look at it here. Because of time, I've already sketched it out. So 2 will divide 2, 1. 2 cannot go into 3 without a remainder. You repeat the 3. 2 can divide 4, 2. So 2 cannot divide 1, you repeat 1. 2 cannot divide 3, you repeat 3. 2 can divide 2, 1. So you have exhausted 2 because 2 cannot, no number that 2 can divide. So from 2, you move to the next prime, which is 3. So 3 here, this is 1. 3 into 3, 1. 3 into 1, 1. So when you have 1, 1 all through, that's when you have to stop. So this is a stop when you have 1, 1. So that means the LCM, you are supposed to multiply this number, these prime numbers that you use to divide. So, and this 2 times 2 times 3, and which will give you 12. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12. So that means the LCM is 12. Now, if you have found LCM, look at what we are going to do. We want to clear this denominator. That means we want to change this thing. We want to have this 3, 2, 4. So here now we'll say multiply both sides by the LCM. And both sides has LCM has 2 terms. We have this is 1 and this is second term. But that's the left hand side has 2 terms. This is a term, this is also a term. That's the left hand side. The right hand side has only 1 term. So when we are saying multiply both sides by the LCM, which is 12, we are referring to multiply this term by 12, multiply this term by 12, which is on the left, and also multiply this term by 12, which is on the right. So to multiply both sides now, so we have to, because the 12 is multiplying 2 terms here, so we have to put it in bracket. So we write 12, open bracket, 2m minus 1 all over 3 minus 12, open bracket, 3 minus m all over 2 equals to 12 times m all over 4. So mathematically, this 3 can divide this, and we have said that this is like a plus 3 is dividing a plus 12. It will go, the answer will be 4. So you therefore put bracket 2m minus 1 close bracket. Then 12, 2 will divide. That means a minus 12 is being divided by a plus 12. The answer will be minus 6, open bracket, then 3 minus m, close bracket, equals to. Now, a plus 12 is being divided by a plus 4. The answer will be plus 3. So it will be 3, and 3 times m will give you 3m. So if you look at it now, we have cleared the denominator. The denominator is free of the number 3, 2, and 4. And this now has led us to equation with bracket. And last class, we solved equation with brackets. So in case you cannot do it, you go and check that video. Now, let's expand this. So here now we are also having a plus 4 is timesing a plus 2m. This will give you a plus 8m. A plus 4 is timesing a minus 1. To give you minus 4. A minus 6 is timesing a plus 3. To give you minus 18. Minus 6 is timesing a minus 1 or 1m. Call it. So it will give you plus m or plus 1m. This will be equals to 3m. Now, if you look at here now, we have m here and 8m here. They are like, and these 3. But let's simplify this one first. Let's simplify this. So we have here 8m plus m minus 4 minus 18 is equals to 3m. So this will give me 9. There's a mistake here. This minus 6 times 3 will give you minus 18. Minus 6 times this is supposed to be 6 here. So there's a 6 here. Sorry for that. This is 6 here. that okay? Because minus 6 is timesing plus 3 will give you minus 18. Minus 6 is timesing minus 1m. So it will give you plus 6m. Is that okay? So here now when we have this plus this will give us 14m, and minus 4 minus 8 will give me minus 22 is equals to 3m. Now this 3m and this 14m are on different side, and we said in solving equation, we make sure that the alphabet is on one side and the one without the alphabet at the other side. So if you look at here, this 3m will come here, come and meet 14m. Then minus 22 will go to the other side. So if 3 plus 3m is leaving the left hand side, it's leaving the right hand side to the left, it become minus. So you first of all write the 14m, write minus 3m, don't write minus 22, so write equals to, since in the right hand side now nothing is there, then you say that minus 22 is on the left. When it goes to the right, it becomes positive, so you have 22. So here we have 14m minus 3m will give me 11m equals to 22. Here too we said at this place now you divide both sides by the coefficient of 11m. If here is minus 11, the coefficient will be also minus 11. But here the coefficient is plus 11. So we said for you to divide, you first of all express this equation here. So I'm going to write 11m is equals to 22. Then this is my left hand side by 11. I'm dividing now my right hand side by 11. So if this 11 will cancel this 11. So my m is equals to 22 divided by 11 is 2. So that means mathematically, it means that the unknown, which is m here, is 2. And when this value m is substituted, is replaced here, and you do it very well, you'll discover that this left hand side will be equals to the right hand side. Now this is an exercise for you to go and practice. We said to understand maths, you need an experienced teacher with the mastery of the subject content and a student that is committed to learning and practicing what he or she have learned. Now, we have come to the end of today's lesson. What have we done? We have known how to find LCM. When you have a fraction with equation, when you have equation with fraction, you should be able to find the LCM so that you can clear the denominator. And when you clear the denominator, it will lead you to equation, in some cases, to equation with brackets. Then you remove bracket. Then from removing bracket, it will lead you to simple equation, and you solve as it has been taught. Now, to be able to see more of these lessons, you have to click the follow button, like, as well comment if there's anything you need clarification, and also share for others to benefit. Now let me say this: equation is very important in maths. Your ability to manipulate an equation, either in the form of simple or with bracket or with fraction, makes you a better mathematician. And most of the mathematical expressions, they are normally in equation. And once you understand these steps, you'll be able to solve. Now, in our next class, we shall be looking at inequalities. Now, inequalities has relationship with equation. in method of solving, because it has also the simple, the equation with brackets, or inequality with bracket, and inequality with fraction. Thank you for your time. See you in my next lesson. Bye bye.